Today's video is about a country which is located at the Arabian Peninsula's Mediterranean Sea's southeastern coastline, which is small and the only one Jewish country in the world whose name is Israel. In the term of area, it is way smaller than the Indian Haryana state, but their achievements are so great. On the way towards the peak of development was not easy for this Jewish country, as we all know that Israel is one of the most disputed countries in the world and fighting for its existence since thousands of years. Many powerful empires in the history dominated Israel many times and also tried to destroy it completely. After very much struggle in 1948, Israel got its own separate identity, but its challenges were not still over. But Israel was not on those who accept the failure and not take action. Now at present time, Israel put itself on a stage level that even superpowers of the world recognize and don't interfere. Now the rival country of Israel think 10 times before speaking any word against them. Currently Israel occupies the top position in terms of education, living standard and innovation. It is said that may you don't like Israel, but in today's world you can't ignore. Here the question is that a small country whose population is of only just 10 million is became so much powerful in such a less time. But how? So friends, in this video we will trace the remarkable story of Israel's development, laying the foundation of Israel. Now come and take a look in the history. The story of Israel and Jews have been tracked back to 3500 years. Almost thousands of years ago, Jews were on the same present land of Israel and developed their rich civilization, cultural and national and religious identity. In the 3rd century, the Christian Roman Empire attacked the land of Jews and ruled there for next 400 years. In the 7th century, after the rise of Islam, this region is conquered by Arabs. In the next 600 years, Christian powers attacked many times, but they were not successful yet. In 1921, at the end of Crusad's empire, the region is dominated by Muslim empires. For the first time after 1921, it was a part of Mamluk Sultanate. The rule of Ottoman Empire started here from 1516 and it remained under Turkish rule under the end of World War I. But in World War I, Ottoman Empire lose and this region were in hand of British colonial empire. In the victory of Britain, Jews have a very critical role. That's why Britain promised to give a national home to Jews under the Balfour Declaration in 1917 and support Jewish nationalist movement, that is Zionism. For many years, Jews were scattered all over the world, but they believed that one day they will back on their holy land and again build Israel's social, cultural, economic and political life with an international recognition and secure their holy homeland for their people and build their life and identity. If we look at the final triggering point of the creation of Israel is the mass persecution of Jews in the Europe. Under the Adolf Hitler, 6 million of Jews, including 1.5 million children, were brutally put to death. And after a long struggle and suffering in 1948, formation of Israel take place, and with this, the dream for the separate homeland of the Jews becomes successful. But the thing is that to keep in mind that it is not the first time that Jews got their homeland. Yes, you heard it right. Before this, many times Jews came here to settle, but whenever they tried to settle here, they were pushed back by either Arabs or other foreign powers, and you can say Christians. The country, who is known for the religious battles, political conflict and wars, currently is known for 3 things. Its intelligence agency Mossad, which is world famous, its armed forces and its innovation-led economy. So let's discuss about these 3 things. Intelligence agency Mossad. So friends, as you saw that in 1914 the formation of Israel takes place, but due to this his relationship to his surrounding Arab nations were completely destroyed. So this newly formed Jewish state is surrounded by enemies by every side. Due to this, Israel's security was in danger every time, and here this point point is of its existence. So Israel decided to develop their internal and external security in such a way that no any rival can harm their citizens. In this situation, the foundation of premier intelligence agency of Israel, that is Mossad, was laid down. Mossad's worth can be understood by the success of Israel in Arab-Israel wars. Yes, in all these victories of Israel, Mossad has a critical hand. Mossad's presence is on every country that Israel sees as a threat to its territory and citizen. It is known for finding its enemy from any corner of the world. Its best example can be seen in the case of Nazi war criminal, that is Adolf Eichmann, who was founded by Mossad on 16th of May 1992 in Argentina and bowed to him to Israel and got a trial. But they didn't even let the Argentina's government know about it. There is a principle of Mossad, that is kill and flee, means kill the enemy and disappear. Its main aim to eliminate the terrorism, gathering intelligence for the country and finish the enemy of the country. Single agent of Mossad is equivalent to many soldiers who are able to handle bigger mission in single-handedly. That's why Mossad is considered as the deadliest agency of the world. Safety provided by Mossad gives Israel an opportunity to pursue its development agenda. But when it comes to the topic of safety, Mossad is not the only one. The whole armed forces and defense infrastructure also plays an important role. Now come and take an eye on it, military and defense. After the independence, for some years Israel was dependent on other countries for military and defense. Things were running good till 1970s, but due to a geopolitical miscalculation, things takes U-turn. France, who was the primary weapon supplier of Israel, also didn't support them. USSR supplies sophisticated weapons to Arab nations in hug amount. Despite the winning war in 1973, Israel understood its strategic vulnerability. They understood that if they depend on other countries, then they can't complete the manpower, weaponry, and finance system of Arab states. That's why Israel decided to make self-sufficient. They spend 6% of its total GDP on defense and 4.5% on research and development, whose 30% goes on military research. If we compare this to US, then US spends upon only 17% of its research and development to military. Due to less population, Defense Service Law of Israel gives its defense force an authority that they can enlist any citizen of their country into force. That's why every 18 plus Israel citizen should have to take compulsory military training. If we look annual defense expenditure of Israel, then its 1/4 part is funded by US. Now at the present time, Israel has the biggest threat with Iran's nuclear weapon program. Israel uses its ordnance cyber weaponry army to deal with the threat of Iran's nuclear weapon program. Its best example can be seen in 2009 when every nuclear centrifuge of Iran was malfunctionized, and in this the hand was of Stuxnet. Stuxnet is a cyber weapon built by US and Israel to attack the nuclear centrifuge in Iran. Stuxnet hijacked the Iran centrifuges and the controller get the access of centrifuge motors. A vast number of centrifuges were taken out of the operation and replaced in Iran due to Stuxnet in 2009. Israel is now one of the biggest arms producing nations. They supply 10% military equipment to US and European Union nations, and almost 60% development of drones is carried out in Israel. It is also one of the few countries which have independent satellite launching capability. Due to all these strengths, now many countries of the world are upgrading their diplomatic ties and economic ties also, so that they can also use their high-tech weaponry. At a time, countries like France, Britain and US who export weapons to Israel, but now they are importing Israel's system in a hug amount. Now take a look on tech and innovation. In today's world, for becoming powerful and stable, military strength is not enough. This was understood by Israel on a very beginning time. Israel's economy was struggling at the time of its independence due to First Arab-Israel War and refugees that they came there. For growth of their economy, they focus on high-tech technology, industrial manufacturing and agricultural development. Israel invested a lot in their education and technology sector to reduce their unemployment rate. They don't just develop strong educational infrastructure infrastructure but also an ecosystem that gives a boost to new cutting-edge ideas. At first, they test the solution of any problem at a local level, and when it becomes successful, so they used to export it all over the world. In order to attract international investment, they started many venture capitalist programs. Its economic growth is also attracted by big billionaires like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Donald Trump, Carlos Slim, etc. In the end of 20th century, from former USSR, millions of Jews migrate back to Israel. These highly educated persons with scientific and technical expertise rocket boost the Israel's technology sector. Due to this, the concentration of high-tech companies keep on increasing. Israel has become the hotspot of high-tech startups, due to which it is also called Silicon Valley of Arab. Many tech tycoons like Intel, Google, Microsoft, Apple, Cisco, PayPal, Amazon, and many tech giants established their R&D center in Israel. R&D sector provides significant contribution to GDP and export. So due to these reasons, Israel stands at a highly developed free market economy. Due to this unique mixture of intelligence, international support, and economic strength, makes the one of the most powerful nations in the world.